So, another shooting happened. Very sad. 10 people died, and it happened at New York, Buffalo. So the guy that did it was a white supremacist terrorist, and he did it because he believed in the white replacement theory, which is, there's less white people, and the government is bringing more immigrants and black people to replace them. And I think that shouldn't happen. I'll talk about that theory later, but that's why he did it. And he specifically picked that market because it was majority black people. So he wanted, to target them. So when they caught him, they got his gun. His gun was like covered with slurs and probably other crazy stuffs. And they also found a manifesto book. Everything, what he thinks and believes, and how this happened and all that shit. So to cover everything what he said in the book, he basically said, I hate Jews, I hate blacks, and everybody. He also said that he was converted to this ideology in the internet, and, he watches a lot of Fox and Tucker Carlson's. Now, another thing I forgot to mention is that he live streamed this entire thing on Twitch. Now, Twitch did cut it off, until 20 minutes into the live stream, so you didn't see everything that happened. But I think, you probably saw him kill, at least one person in front of the stream until, Twitch cut it off right away. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Jesus. Man, I was just chilling with my family during this time. And I was actually in New York, but at least I wasn't in Buffalo. Buffalo was, the other side of the state. So, I was pretty safe. But anyway, what happened was terrible. It was completely 100% awful, and this was a terrorist attack. I cannot believe there were a few people saying that it wasn't. It's so fucking stupid. Now, going back to the manifesto where he's talking about the internet converted me, and Fox News and Tucker Carlson also, man, I'm gonna sound very hateful or maybe ignorant, but please correct me. But it seems like everybody in the right is somewhat promoting this theory. White people are, being replaced by a lot of dark-skinned people. And now, the most of the right, they do this in a very, subtle way. They don't fully promote saying, black people are replacing us, immigrants are replacing us. They say it in another way, we want to preserve our culture how it is, or, there's a lot of bad people are coming from Mexico. Or they talk about how, whenever police brutality happened to a black person, they try to, make it seem like, this was justified. Fox News and a lot of right media, they do somewhat promote it, and they do it in a very subtle way. So that's how it starts, you listen to these right, think tanks or, YouTubers that do say these stuffs, and then when you hear about the Great Replacement, you think, you know what, that does sound pretty true to what's happening. So that's how, some of them turn extremists. It's little by little, they, now they listen to QAnon. Now they're a Proud Boy. Now, they're a part of the KKK. Now, here's the thing about this theory, the Great Replacement. White people are being replaced. Here's the biggest thing. Now, I'm not sure if this applies with every other country. I know specifically this applies with America, but being white means you are pure and untouched by any other race. In America, all it matters is the skin complexion. So if you're biracial, if you're Asian and white, or white and Amerindian, or white or black, it doesn't matter. In America, they only see you as the other half. Yeah, sure, you are half white, but I'm just gonna call you black. That's why we never call Obama the first biracial president. He's the first black president. and no one, and everybody forgets that he's biracial. And I think it's because, he's pretty dark for if he is going to be a half white person, Same thing with a lot of celebrities like, Zendaya or Zoe Kravitz. Remember that video of this guy that was mad because there wasn't enough good white people? And then he completely forgot that Zoe Kravitz is half white. And that's because he doesn't see her as white. She just sees her as black. So the problem isn't, oh, white people are being replaced. The problem is, for them, white people have to stop fucking these fine-ass minorities. The problem is mixed racing. And a lot of white people, they see them as a problem. Now, I don't think originally they found that as a big deal. It only took until, the media and a lot of racist people to put it in their heads like, oh, we're being replaced. Oh, man, like, the white people are not going to exist in this world. But in reality, they are. It's just they're not pure or 100%. Now, I think the media only promotes this not because they probably might believe it, but, it's the big thing for the right, to believe these type of stuffs. And, if you come out supporting it, then the right will support you. So to appease with the base, you have to believe, the extreme stuffs that the right now do believe right now. And the same with politicians. Like, yeah, maybe Trump isn't like a complete racist, like 100%, not like KKK levels, but he will do and say whatever appeases his base. Anything for those votes. And obviously this theory is just dumb. Like, how is white people being replaced? It's just white people are now being mixed, and there's no purity into being white. And they don't look like pure white people. All right, you're mad because, you're watching a movie and now there's more black people as main protagonists. Now, oh man, the new Batman movie, there's not as much good white people in this movie. It's just stupid shit. Now, again, I'm not sure if I did said this, but I'm not saying all white people believe this. No, that would be dumb. All right, I'm just talking about the extremists. I'm talking about these people. All right, I'm not talking about every white person. All right, but it's dumb because these white people that are insecure about, oh, now we're becoming minorities. They think, oh man, all the shit we did to all these brown and black people, they're gonna do the same to us. And it's like, no, no, it's that is not gonna happen. And that's why the media and the politicians push this theory, because it's them versus me. I will fight for you and I'll fight them. Now, the media and the politicians, they don't promote to mass shoot, but they basically do say that. And whenever it happens, I'll guarantee, if you go to Fox News and see some politician, they'll most likely say, oh, what happened here is wrong and it is indefensible, but at the same time, they won't say, oh, but, I'm not saying that I don't believe this theory. There's, some things I agree. Oh, yeah, and also on Fox News, they're bringing back the, oh, video games did this. Oh, my fucking God. Look, there's billions of videos showing that, no, video games do not cause violence, so I'm just not going to be bothered with that. I'm just telling you guys that, yeah, they're bringing that shit up. All they're doing is, oh, shit, he said Fox is the thing that turned him into this. Video games did it, all right? It's not us. It's video games. It's just a scapegoat. Now, let's move on and talk about this guy, the guy that did it. I'm not going to say his name or anything, but this guy has history. This guy threatened to shoot up a graduation. Now, the FBI, they caught him before he did it, but soon after that, he was put in a watch list. But even when he was in a watch list, he was able to buy more guns. Now, I'm not saying we should take away guns. I don't believe that at all. But maybe if someone's in a watch list, FBI watch list, maybe you shouldn't buy guns. Maybe it should be at least harder to buy one, So the guys on the watch list, the FBI is watching them, but they did nothing to prevent this. Now, here's a theory. Maybe they wanted this to happen. They wanted, more division to the country, because it's close to elections. There's Joe Biden's not doing anything. He's really bad in the polls. What if we let this happen? And Joe Biden, says, this is bad. That's it. And then he gets a little bit more points in the polls, but it's not gonna help him. But yeah, another day in America. Actually, I think there was a few more that happened. I think so in California, Orange County, there was a shooting. They killed only one person. 5 people are injured. I think in Buffalo, there was about to be a shooter in a Buffalo church. They prevented that to happening. So, yeah, Man, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Like, the world's getting worse, sir. That's what it feels like, you know. So yeah, you know, it is another day in America. We have not completely done anything to maybe prevent this or make it, a thing that happens rarely. No, this at least happens once a year. So yeah, just waiting for the next shooting because it's gonna happen again. And yeah, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, Twitch, and Twitch, and Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.